Welcome to our winter concert series. We are kicking off 3 nights of concerts, beginning with the string orchestra and concert band tonight. This is a wonderful group of musicians. They work hard, they're always open and amenable to trying out something new, and they keep on striving. We are going to open the concert with some Bach. There are a number of Brandenburg concertos composed for various instruments, and this particular arrangement is very similar to the original, and it includes all of the notes, and there are many of them, and they move very fast. So not only do the students have to play a technically challenging piece, but they also have to do it in a stylistically appropriate manner, emulating the bows of 17th and 18th century instruments. They've done a really, really nice job with the Baroque bowing, and moving forward, anytime these musicians are presented with music from the Baroque era, and there's lots of that as well, think Vivaldi, right, Handel, they're going to know what to do moving forward. And they will do it both beautifully and in a historically and stylistically informed way. So this is the first movement from Bach's Brandenburg Concerto No. 3. As a clarinet player, I sometimes get a little jealous of string players because there is just so much repertoire out there for them. So they just got to play a piece from, hundreds of years ago. The clarinet wasn't even alive yet. Not only that, then there's all these contemporary composers who are writing really interesting modern pieces for strings. And our next piece, Dancing Waters, is one of those. It has a more modern feel to it, very beautiful, has two contrasting sections. And it's all sort of part of our balanced diet as musicians, that we're like, we want to try lots of different kinds of music and see where it goes and where it takes us. So this is Dancing Waters. I am going to turn the baton over now to my colleague and a really wonderful educator and musician, Mr. Brian Switzer.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here tonight. Thank you, Miss Webster, for a lovely start of the concert. The orchestra really sounds nice tonight. It's amazing what the mind does, because they look so nice, they sound a little nicer than they did this morning, you know? And we're in this beautiful room with these beautiful lights and this beautiful backdrop, and we're very lucky to have this. When we have guests that come here, they kind of go, whoa, you guys are very lucky. And the reason we're able to have all the guests and things like this is The donations, we really run off the Music Boosters donations. So those of you who have donated, thank you so much. Things that allows us to do. For example, we had the Jupiter String Quartet. We got an email, would you like this quartet to come through? They were playing at Cole Mansion. They looked incredible. We set up the risers here and the students face this way. They're faculty and residents at University of Illinois, and they tour the world as a string quartet. They practice 3 hours a day together, 5 days a week, and they've been doing that for over 20 years. So as you can imagine, they were spectacular. So to be able to bring people like that into our space, we would not be able to do without your generous donations and the Music Boosters. We get about $8 a student from the state. I don't know, would that even get a bass string? So now we're going to carry on. It is the winter season, it is the holiday season, and no holiday concert would be complete without a little bit from the Nutcracker. So this is Dance of the Reed Flutes. Ms. Webster and I really think of this program as a program. It's not just a class or just a period. And the intention and a measure of success as far as serving the students in the community and the world of music is to have everybody who's in the group now as a freshman graduate from the program as well as Carlmont for all 4 years. And where that gets sticky is with these AP classes that start to show up junior year. Anyone can take another AP class. You just check the box and you're in the AP class. But to be able to do what these students are doing started in 4th grade, or earlier for some of you, you have the private lessons. We're so lucky in this community to have thriving elementary program and middle school programs at Terra Linda and Ralston and beyond. Without that, there would be no students sitting here. And then we have music mentors with these students teaching the elementary students. We're all very lucky to be in this bubble that's allowing this to happen. And that, as you're choosing your classes, should weigh on your decision. We have one more piece. The first piece was written 302 years ago. Okay, think about how many people have played that piece and been able to enjoy it. This next piece is a much more modern, contemporary piece. It almost sounds like a pop song or like a soundtrack to a movie or your favorite show on Netflix. This could be the theme song, and it's entitled Carpe Diem. And before we go from this group, I've really enjoyed the way they have progressed. Ms. Webster's been working with them really diligently, and we have the clinicians coming in, thank you boosters, working with each section. And the group is really growing, and as you can see and as you can hear, playing with intention. And I think that should be applauded, yes? Carlmont High School String Orchestra. Many of them, it's their first high school concert. Congratulations. Thank you for being here for the second half of our concert. This is the Carlmont Concert Band, and this band happens during 2 periods of the day, during 3rd period and 7th period, and that's why we had our big rehearsal Monday night, so they could actually get a chance to play together. But they have gotten to know each other in the pep band. They're a significant portion of the legendary Carlmont pep band. And yes, woohoo, yeah, 200 strong, yeah, that's pretty cool. This first piece is entitled Eagle's Triumph. Thank you. Everyone is working hard up here, but I'd particularly like to acknowledge that they're all gone now. Hey, percussionists, can you please come out and get your own round of applause for the fine work you did on that piece? They have done such a nice job as a section. Where's the percussionists? Give a wave. There they are. We have this thing at Carlmont called Flex, and when this first appeared, teachers were like, what the heck is Flex? Turns out it's the best thing ever. It's a half hour of students do whatever they want, and Miss Webster and I, we set our max to 80 each, so if they want to come, they come. So we usually have 60 kids, 70 kids in little pockets all around the room and outside and in the lobby of the theater and the practice rooms practicing. And a group that is always here are the percussionists in this class, working together, teaching each other. Some of the students in the percussion section didn't know how to read the notes, the ledgers for the mallet parts, and they're teaching each other, and they've all just figured it out, and that's why I wanted to recognize them. Okay, this is a nice piece entitled Our Kingsland Spring. It's written by a contemporary composer, Mr. Samuel Hazo. We're playing another Hazo piece tomorrow night at Carlmont Symphonic Band. And this has kind of two sections that go back and forth. It starts with the vibraphone. We hope you enjoy this piece here, Our Kingsland Spring. So something we started doing a couple years ago, actually I think it was last year, maybe pandemic, in the trumpet section and the clarinet section, you have clarinet 1, clarinet 2, clarinet 3, trumpet 1, 2, 3. And the higher parts, it's much more challenging to get in the higher register, particularly on trumpet, and faster parts. And then sometimes you might see a band where someone, last chair as they would say, third, they're kind of languishing, playing these easy, low parts. So we said, forget it. We gave everyone first part. And so everyone learns the most challenging music. And so now in this group and also in the symphonic band, we have an entire band of first trumpet. Each of these kids could play first trumpet in any band. And then a week before the concert, last week or a few days ago, we gave them the second and the third, and they're taking turns. So that's why you're seeing them changing seats. Thank you to the music boosters. Kim Bishop is our music booster president. This program would not run like this were it not for the boosters. That is for sure. There's just no way Miss Webster and I could do everything that goes into it. From the uniforms, we had uniform volunteers here for several days, outfitting the kids and getting all the parts. We have a librarian, Miss Stella Lowe, who comes in a couple days a week and helps us copy music and organize music and pass out the thousands and thousands of sheets that go to all 300 kids in the program. That wouldn't be possible without boosters. And also this theater, a lot of work goes into getting all the gear in here and putting everything in, and that's Jillian Young and the CTTA, and I'd like to give them a round of applause for hosting us tonight. Concert band, that was a great first 2 tunes, and I can't wait to hear the next 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Webster.
We are going to continue with a piece called Patapan. This is a really, really old melody. I think it dates back to like the 1500s France. Really a lot of delicious colors that are going to be trickled through there with mutes and chimes and a lot of really different flavors in this piece. And then also throughout the whole piece, you have the Patapan, right, played by the percussionist Patapan, right? And as Mr. Switzer mentioned earlier, this percussion section is great, and there's even a percussion soli, so like a percussion feature in the middle. So here is Patapan. Mr. Switzer stole all my lines. So, but a couple of the thank yous that I wanted to sort of extend as well is to you, the parents in our community, for seeing the vision in the music education of your child. Their 4 years in music in high school, they're irreplaceable and they're invaluable. So thank you for seeing that and for supporting them in that. And then also I want to thank our musicians on stage. It's a lot to be able to take 2 different classes and then come together and then play as this very cohesive ensemble, really great attitudes, and it's been a lot of fun to get to know them and work with them this year through pep band, through concert season, and really looking forward to a great second semester. We're going to finish tonight's concert with a piece called 3, 2, 1, and it's sort of like 3, 2, 1, go! In fact, it even says go, exclamation point, exclamation. How many exclamation points? 1? 3. 3! Okay, very, very fun piece, so hope you enjoy 3, 2, 1.